Okay, so I basically went through and talked about, did like an introductory video, and make sure my microphone's on. It is. Okay. Introductory video. We talked about how to put on the uniform, the different parts of the uniform. What I forgot to mention is what the uniform is called in Korean and then in Japanese. In Japanese, these uniforms are usually referred to, or they're called a gi, and that is spelled GI in the English language. And then in Korean, it's called a dobak. Um, let me see if I can find, I think that's spelled Dohbock. Of course, I don't have that in my notes, but I know it's pronounced dobak. In Korean, it's called a dobak. In Japanese, it's called a gi. That's what we call our uniform. Um, Now, what I want to talk about is safety, because we want to be safe in our classes and we want to, practice safety. Um, So things that you have to do or need to do is, if you have long hair, it's usually pulled back and put into a ponytail. Your fingernails and toenails need to be trimmed. Sometimes that's a problem for the ladies. Ladies want to have these really long, nice, pretty nails. And I'm like, you can still cut your nails and paint your nails and have your nails pretty, but when you're doing martial arts, you want those nails to be short. Because you have really long nails and you punch somebody or it gets snagged on this fabric, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. And you don't want that kind of injury. And you also don't want to cut or injure someone else with your nails. Uh, we don't usually wear any rings or jewelry unless it's a wedding band. And even then, you might still want to temporarily remove the wedding band for Hapkido class. You don't want to damage that band. Any necklaces or earrings, you need to take earrings out, necklaces out. If by chance someone has body piercings, a nose ring, an eyebrow ring, or anything like that, you want to remove that during Hapkido class or during any martial arts class, because any of that gets snagged on anything, gets snatched out. Not going to be fun. It's not going to feel good. Also, you need to trim your toenails, and we usually in these classes you wind up being barefoot. So you need to have your toenails trimmed as well. So trim your fingernails, trim your toenails, take off all of your jewelry. The only exception is a wedding band. And even then, you might want to remove the wedding band just during class so you don't damage your wedding ring. And that's all for safety purposes. Also, talking about the uniform. Sometimes you buy these uniforms, the pants will be too long, and you'll have to have the pants hemmed. And maybe sometimes even the sleeves will be too long, and you'll have to have the sleeves hemmed. And I don't have a sewing machine right now. I'm not going to be able to show you how to hem anything. I might do that later. I just wound up getting a new uniform and I'm going to need to hem the legs on it. So I might show that in the video if I'm able to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. But you will definitely have to have your uniform hemmed if it's too long, because you don't want your arms or your hands or your feet to get snagged in your uniform and hurt yourself. So the uniform is called a dobak in Korean. It's called a gi in Japanese. You need to cut your toenails, cut your fingernails, take off all your jewelry, and we can have fun, a fun, safe environment to learn self-defense.